Hello everybody, welcome back to a really quick redstone tutorial explaining what a monostable circuit is and how to use it. The one on my left here would be a retriggerable monostable circuit, which means it always goes back to the same state it's originally in. And the one on the right here would be called a T flip-flop. So this means that once you press the button, it's going to switch states, and if you press the button again, it'll return to normal. Alright, let's get started. I'll explain what these are, how to use them, and how to build them. Okay, for the one on the left, we're going to want to start out with a dropper and a hopper facing back into the dropper. And any old item in there, it doesn't matter, we just want one item like so. And when we press the button, it's going to briefly pop up into the hopper and go back down into the dropper. So we can take a signal out of this with a comparator out of the hopper, not the dropper. So you can see that that will light up very briefly when we hit the button, because the item's only in there for a split second. You see that? So that is just long enough to do certain things like activating a clock. So let me build up a clock real quick and I'll show you one thing that you can do with this. Okay, so for this monostable circuit that returns back to its original state, you could use this for a lot of things, but one of the most common uses is to activate a clock. So this clock is kind of hard to activate. We're going to activate it, we're going to break the thing, and it just stays on, right? That's how it would work normally. So let's break this and reset it, and I'll show you what the monostable circuit does. So this just gives it a quick little pulse, and before it can go through the repeater, the pulse is over, and then it's able to loop back around and make what we call a clock. Okay, so this original one is great if you just need a quick pulse and then you need it to turn back off again, but this one is really great if you need a constant pulse until you hit the button again. So let me show you how to build this one. We're going to start off with a piece of redstone, and this is just your input, okay? You can have any kind of signal coming into here. It can be a steady signal, it can be a small signal. What we're going to want to do is put a sticky piston down with a block on top. You could also use a normal piston and sand or gravel here. That would also work if you don't have slime balls. Then we're going to take a repeater out of that, and that is going to be your first little T flip-flop. So it's really hard to see because it's happening so quickly, but if we put a piston here and a block on top, you can see this is a sticky piston. You know what, we could actually even do this sideways so it's a little more obvious. Okay? So that's going so fast, it's activating so fast that it's leaving a block behind. It's activating and then unactivating before the piston can even retract the block. So then if we hit it again, we can receive that block back. So there's a lot of different things you could do with this. One of the easiest ways to receive a signal from that would be to put a torch down and then a repeater. So then we could power the lamp or something like that. So you can see when it pushes the block into place, it'll power the repeater so you can get your signal. And then if you hit it again, it'll unpower the repeater. Okay, well there's about 1,000 different uses for this kind of thing again, but one real popular method would be something to open a door for you so you can go through it, then you can just hit a button on the other side and close it again. So you can see that we just have the same exact thing, we just have a monostable from this side, monostable from that side, so it's activating our T flip-flop, which is this little area, from either direction. So that's how you can use that to do things like open a door. Again, it's useful for thousands of other things, but this is probably the most popular. Okay, that's going to do it for me for today. This has been the monostable circuit tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a really good day. As always, you can follow me on Twitter. Leave a comment down below. Give me a rating if you felt like I deserved it. It'd be much appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. And then under these two blocks, we're going to put torches. So there's that system done. Let's put some blocks in there. You can see it's quite a bit faster than the other way. Oh yeah, this is working really well.